This is a really nice question. How we can solve this question? Let's understand this. What the question is saying. The cars start from the rest and accelerate uniformly at a constant rate alpha. After some time, reaching to a certain velocity, it begins to decelerate uniformly at a constant rate beta, and until it comes to the rest. Then if the total time taken by the entire motion is t, find the maximum velocity attained by the car. So we can solve this by understanding the graphical idea of the entire motion. Let's take this simple graphical idea. This axis we can take velocity, and this axis we are taking time. So you can see this for a certain time the car was accelerating. It was accelerating with the help of alpha. So that is the constant acceleration. The constant acceleration graph will go like this and reach to the maximum velocity, that is the Vmax. And we can consider that for the time it reached to the maximum velocity and accelerating with a rate of alpha, we can consider this time is t1. And after that it has started decelerating, and we know that deceleration basically decreases the velocity. So from the maximum it has started decreasing the velocity till it reaches the velocity 0. So for the alpha we can say the initial velocity is 0 to the max because it is accelerating, and then for the beta, which is the retardation, the velocity is decreasing from max to v0, and we can take that the time has taken is t2. Now we know the simple equation of acceleration. The acceleration is the change in the velocity. So we can see over here that the velocity goes from 0 to Vmax. So we can say that's final minus initial upon time t1. The final velocity is Vmax. Initial velocity is 0 and time taken t1. That is alpha. So we can write t1 is equals to Vmax upon alpha. Okay. In the same way, the retardation we can write, it is the velocity change in the velocity. So the initial minus final it will be, and the time taken is t2. So the initial velocity for the retardation will be Vmax, and final velocity you can see is 0, and the time taken t2. So from this equation we can write t2 is equals to Vmax upon beta. Now when we add these 2 times t1 plus t2, it will be the entire time of the motion, which is equals to t. And instead of writing t1 t2, we can write Vmax upon beta plus Vmax upon alpha, for the alpha Vmax upon alpha plus Vmax upon beta. Both ways are correct. So the Vmax will be 1 upon beta, 1 upon alpha, and when we simplify this, it will be Vmax alpha beta upon it will be alpha plus beta upon alpha beta, that is the time. So when we are finding out the maximum velocity, so this will be multiplied with the t alpha beta upon alpha plus beta, and that will be the answer. This question is really simple. If you're seeing this question, it's saying that there is a bus is moving in a straight road with a speed of 10 meters per second, and there is a scooterist who is 1 km behind the bus, wants to take over within 100 seconds. So time is given and the distance is also given. What should be the maximum speed so that the scooterist to catch up the bus in the given time? So the time is given, which is 100 seconds, and the distance also is given. The distance is 1 km, better to convert in meter because all the things is given the meter unit. Okay, let's draw a simple diagram for this so that we will understand. So this is the scooterist and this is the bus is going on. And this question is basically a relative motion case. So if we will consider the velocity v of the scooterist and the bus is already given, which is 10 meter per second. Now this scooter has to reach this bus. So it has to have the velocity greater than 10. And certainly it has to have some velocity so that it can reach in 10 seconds, so 100 seconds. So how we can do this? We will apply a very simple idea. The relative velocity in this case will be v minus 10 because both are moving in the same direction. So the relative velocity will be v minus 10 meter per second. And the distance is given between the scooter and the bus is 1000 meter, 1 km. Now what we need to do, we know this, the velocity would be displacement upon time. So this displacement is given, which is 1000, and the time is already given, which is 100. We can cut it down, so it will be 10, and this v minus 10, v is equals to 20 meter per second. And that has to be the velocity of the scooter in order to reach the bus within 100 seconds. Hope you understood this. Thank you so much. We will solve the next question